For our top talker at 4:30, a lot of holiday travel plans will likely be upended because of this impending winter storm.
That's right. And whether you're flying or driving, timing and prep will be everything. Lynna Lai joins us live with the particular challenges that ODOT and drivers will be facing with this storm. Hi, Lynna.
Hi, guys. Yeah, they're not just focused on the snow for sure, Betsy. I can tell you that. You know, we can help you get ready because we know what's coming and we can get prepared for this. But ODOT is particularly concerned because of this storm is especially challenging because of what starts out as rain, then a hard freeze followed by the snow. ODOT says it will have a full staff of 1,600 trucks statewide and more than 3,000 plow drivers in Ohio to keep roads passable. That is passable, not perfect. You see, ODOT has been dealing with a driver shortage since the pandemic. However, they have been able to get by pulling staff from one area that might be hardest hit to help service another. But because this storm will have a statewide impact, they don't have that luxury to share resources. And to make matters worse, the way this storm will arrive will keep drivers from being able to get ahead of the storm.
The rain on Thursday really will be a challenge because it's not really going to allow us to get out and pre-treat. We can't really get ahead of the storm and lay any of that pre-treatment down because it will simply wash right off. The other big concern of ours is the flash freeze. Everything that's wet has the ability to freeze very quickly. And again, since we're not able to pre-treat, that's really going to hamper our ability to get ahead of it.
The good news is that gas prices are the lowest that we've seen in a while. We saw $2.39 on Cleveland's west side. Same out in Lake County. Those are the lowest prices that we've seen so far from last night into today. But Betsy and Jay, you know, we'll talk more about air travel coming up at 5:30. And Jay, I know you're especially concerned with your family coming into town.
Yeah, I am. Lynna, thank you very much. And to that, I'm going to turn to my good friend, Betsy Kling. So my son is scheduled right now to come in on Friday from New York.
What time?
In the evening.
Okay.
I have a friend who's coming in from Chicago around the same time Friday evening. And my question to you is, when is the safe time? Like, so they're going to move those up, and I'm thinking, do I move them to Wednesday to make sure? Will Thursday be okay? What is that line that you believe right now would be safe to move it to?
Thursday or Sunday? Those are the dates that I've been telling people.
And I definitely want pre-weekend.
So the problem that we're going to run into is that now it's going to everybody's going to hit the eject button. As soon as these change fees and all this open up, which may have happened today, I don't even know.
It did with American. I know Lynna told me earlier today.
Then the other ones will be following suit.
Right.
You got to remember, Chicago is going to be hit very hard by this. So will Detroit, so will Minneapolis.
Oh, wow.
So we've got planes that are going to get stuck in Chicago. New York, of course, it's all about how the grid and the logistics goes together with planes making it and doing the hop, skip, and jump. Anything East Coast now looks like it should be good for Thursday and Friday. Their bigger problems probably won't come till later in the weekend. But Midwest, Great Lakes, we're going to have big airline problems.
To the point of Chicago, you expect they're going to get hit much harder with snow totals.
They're getting snow totals,
yeah.
Dependent on where the storm moves. It's still very much up in the air, TBD. If it goes farther west, the impacts go farther west, too.
To be for sure, you want to maybe even think about Wednesday, but Thursday early would be okay,
Wednesday would be easy peasy.
Yeah, okay.
Thursday's now you're cutting it close and you're competing with others for that time.
Very good. Useful information. I'm sure a lot of folks are in that same boat.
I'm sure I've gotten a lot of questions. I'll get to them someday.